Hi, this is Nick. It's July 3. It's 11:30 p.m. in Central European Time in the Netherlands. We're looking at the market and the developments in Firstcoin. When we look at Bitcoin, we see it's nearly unchanged compared to 24 hours ago. Ethereum down nearly 2, EOS up 0.3, Bitcoin Cash down 1.3, Ripple up 1, Wax up 49.24, Litecoin up 2.2, Self-Key up to 42.6, and Zakila up at 25.37. Bitcoin, today's developments, we see this. We started at 6.6, and that is where we are now as well. We started here at 650, and now we are 625. So nearly unchanged. When you look at the 7-day chart, this is what we see. A week ago we were at 6.1, we went down to 5.9, we jumped up to 6.3, and now we are at 6.6. So that looks very interesting. When we look at the 1-month chart, we see clearly that it's out of this downward trend. When we look at the 3-month chart, that's not so clear yet. I think we're not quite out of that downward trend yet. We might be just at crossing that downward trend line. But when we look at the 6-month chart, it's clear that we might be coming out of this downward trend, but clearly not out of this one. So, and when we look at the year chart, then it's even clearer that we are still at a very low level. When we look at this 1-month chart, where I draw some lines earlier, then we see at 14th of June to today, then this is the chart, and I drew some lines. This is a downward trend line, downward resistant line, and we see that at June 30th we jumped this line, and it wasn't quite sure whether it was this one was the correct one or this, but anyway, both of them were broken at June 30th. We jumped above this line, and here is another support line, upward support line for Bitcoin, and you can see that it was clearly holding this line. Here there was some hesitation, fell through it, but we jumped up and it's still above this upward trend line. So it looks very positive, but as you just saw, for the short term we're out of the downward trend, but for the long term we are not. I would say very interesting, and I will come back to Bitcoin and how you can make money with Bitcoin a little bit later in this video. Just stay with me. Let's first look at Firstcoin. Today we started at 2.5, and we're now at 2.47, or nearly, we are nearly unchanged. Nothing happening very much. Volume again very low, nearly $4,000. That's not very much. When we look at the 7-day chart, we saw 7 days ago we were at 2.4 cents, and that's where we are now as well. After jumping up to 3 cents, so there's clearly some hesitation. We are going sideways. Nothing much is happening, and I will make another video. I hope I can do that tomorrow, because there's lots and lots of new development in Firstcoin, and I would love to tell you it looks all very, very positive. Like I said, another thing I would like to tell you about, how can you make money with Bitcoin? And I would like to show you this. This is trading in January, and you would follow. Now let's look at the other one first. if you had $10,000 and you would follow this system, and this system is from a company that gives you signals when to buy and when to sell. That's what you see here. Buy, sell, and so on and so on. And you can see some trades
are making a profit, some are making a loss. This company combines a lot of signals from other sources and combines it to its own signal. And what it does is it gives you this signal in a Telegram group, and when you follow the system, then you are clearly making more money than what you would if you just buy it and hold Bitcoin. Here you can see this was what would happen if you would have $10,000 and didn't do anything and still had the $10,000. Then you would still have your Bitcoin, but they would be worth around $5,500. And this is the end of June, by the way, not now. So now it would be worth a little bit more. And you would have lost 45%. If you would have followed the buy and sell signals, you see that this price is going up and down and up and down and up and down. If you use this up and down and buy and sell at the right points, then you can clearly make money all the way. If you had $10,000 in January and you would have followed these signals up till the end of June, you would have had $15,000 and a gain of 52%. It becomes even, and this is only one trade a day, as you can see. 7th of January, 9th of January, 11th, 12th, 12th, 13th, and so on and so on. So it's about one signal a day, one trade a day. But they also have a system where they give you several trades a day. So they are even more precise, following the signals, buying and selling much more. Here, if you started with $10,000 again, you would have an end balance of 5,600, a loss of 43% or nearly 44%. If you would have followed these signals, so with the trade, multiple trades on a day, your $10,000 would now be worth $85,000. You would have gained 750%. That's amazing. You know, in 6 months, $10,000, $85,000. Can you imagine? And it's just following the signals. You don't have to do anything. You trade yourself. You do the trades yourself on your own account. The company doesn't have your money. You have your money. You can do it all yourself. So your money is safe. Only thing you do is follow the signals. If you are interested, if you want to know more about this, you can become a member of the company. You pay a tiny fee every month, just a tiny amount, about $80, and then you can follow the signals. Also, you get advice about coins that are not very well known yet, but they have a good prospect. They are interesting in the long run. The company finds out who's in the management, what's the goal of the company, what are the perspective of the company. So that's if you would want to build a portfolio of lesser known coins that have a chance of jumping from a couple of cents to maybe a couple of dollars in the future, and that's an interesting thing as well. But this, just buying and selling Bitcoin, this is the way to do it. And it's easy, it doesn't cost you very much, and look at these gains. Even if you would trade just one trade a day, in 6 months' time you would have more than 50%. If you don't want to know more, give me a call, give me a message, and I will happily tell you more about it.